Today I'm talking about the two publications that I've got. So I've got the Seller's Guide, which is really general information. If you're thinking about selling your house, you need to get this guide. But once you've decided that you are selling, we've created the Strategic Seller. And in here, it goes into in-depth detail in preparing your property so that your sale can be as smooth and seamless as possible and you can get that top dollar. So the first thing the buyers are going to notice about your home, it's all about curb appeal. So the way the landscape looks, that front door, the trim painted out around the windows and door, that's your first impression. And then secondary from there, it's when they walk through that front door and what they see, that overall impression. It's amazing how quickly buyers will make a decision on whether that's the house for them or not before they've even seen the rest of the property. If you have $1,000 to spend and you want to have the biggest impact on your home, I'd start here. Number one, I'd consider hiring a cleaner. Take that heavy lifting off your shoulders, make your house sparkle and shine. The glass door on your shower, it needs to just be shiny. Secondary to that, go buy some paint. Paint that trim around the baseboards, your windows, get all of those little imperfections. Maybe you got some chips on the bathroom door or whatnot. Paint that. Paint is cheap and it's going to go the farthest. Next to that is going to be any like little fix-ups that are easy, changing light bulbs, putting in a piece of trim here and there. Finished details matter, and that work is actually very inexpensive. Small issues that you might be ignoring, but I can guarantee the buyers won't. These are things like leaky faucets, squeaky doors, or doors that don't close properly, missing trim work, unfinished painting, moss on your roof, unmowed grass, weeds. All of these things buyers notice. And in their mind, if what they can see is not kept well, then they assume that also what they can't see, it will be in a similar condition. And it could cost you thousands. When it comes to certain upgrades in your home, I'm going to say some of them are optional. And if you're wanting advice on things like, should I change out my flooring? You can go in the Strategic Seller Guide and go to the optional section. It talks about things like flooring. And really, if you're looking for a guide on whether to do it or not, I'm going to give you this. If it's something that the buyers will do because they want to, then consider not doing it. But if buyers look at something in your home and feel like they need to do it, then you should strongly consider fixing it, replacing it, and taking that off their list. So how much does curb appeal actually matter? When people pull up in front of your house, what do they see first? And I will say that definitely a well-kept yard will make a big difference and go a long ways. You'll see examples here in the Strategic Seller, but it's more like that you've taken the care and attention to prepare the property. And I even find here in Parksville, when we're in the summer and the water restrictions are on and people's grass isn't lush green, but yet if a seller goes out there and mows the grass and just tidies it up, it looks like it's been presented for that buyer. And that gives them a sense of confidence, makes them more comfortable with paying more for that property. Let's say you've got an older home, you've still got the original yellow light switches and outlets, and I will say that those items definitely impact the value of your home, the perceived value from the buyer. And so it's a small price to pay to do those updates. So talk about it here in the Strategic Seller on recommendations for things that you can do that don't cost a lot, that make a big impact. When buyers come in and the fewer things they see that they need to change, the higher the value goes up and more that they're willing to pay for your home. So when it comes to preparing your property, how do you know where to start? And so that you're not spinning your wheels. Well, I already took that into consideration. In the Strategic Seller, you can go to the back of the book. We've got a preparing to list your home checklist. This organizes from step 1 through 10, where to start, what to do first. And then also, so you don't miss anything, we've got in here the complete pre-cleaning checklist. And there's a lot of things on here that you might not have considered. And so take the time, go through, get this guide. It's going to save you time and energy so that you're focusing on the high impact areas that are going to leverage the most value when it comes to selling your home. So get your copy of the Strategic Seller and find out for yourself how easy it is to prepare your property and sell it for top dollar. So if you're thinking about selling, the best place to start is get in touch with me directly. Give me a call, text, shoot me a message. I'll come over, we'll take a look at your property, we'll come up with a plan. I'll get you the Seller's Guide. It's an excellent place to start to get you familiar with what we're going to do and prepare your property. And then I'll also leave with you the Strategic Seller. This one is priceless when it comes to prepping your property. So reach out to me direct. Happy to chat. I look forward to it. Thanks again.